All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to 10 New Brews. Deck number 7. Historic Horizons is here. 300 new cards for Historic, and one of the biggest ones, one of the most impactful ones probably, is a card that sees a ton of play in both Modern and Pioneer. It's funny, because when this card came out, it was like, what a dumb casual card. Hardened Scales, 1 green enchantment. If one or more +1/+1 encounters be put on a creature you control, that many +1/+1 encounters are put on, that many +1/+1 encounters are put on instead. Yo, bro, I heard you like +1/+1 encounters. So Hardened Scales is a very good card. Just very, very good enabler. Doubling the power of lots of things. Really, really good. And we already sort of had this deck in Historic, because we already had Winding Constrictor, and we already had Conclave Mentor. So this is actually an updated version of a deck that I played on stream a while back. It was actually pretty good. So now we have 4 Mentor, 4 Constrictor, and 4 Hardened Scales. So we got counters flying everywhere. Luminarch Aspirant now gives at least 2 counters. Pel Collector grows really fast. Swarm Shambler grows really fast, protects your stuff. Ozolith here, we got Stonecoil Serpent. Dravoka's Command adds counters and bites things. And then a couple cool ones here. 1 Rishgar can pump the team. 1 Grakmaw is kind of cool against removal spells. A Johnny, Adversary of Tyrants is really sweet in this deck because not only does it add a bunch of counters, but also can recur your really good 2-drops in Mentor, Constrictor, and Aspirant. So a little good extra pump against control decks. And of course, Venerated Loxodon is freaking great. So mana's not that bad, actually. We just have 12 duels, 6 fast lands, some pathways. Mana's pretty reasonable, all things considered. So that's the deck. 1 Grak. We're gracking it up here. This card's pretty good. There's a lot of cards in Magic these days that are quite good, but just like a little below the bar. And Grak's one of them. I mean, it's a 3/3. When it dies, you get a 3/3. That's the floor. And then it can be much, much better than that, like in this deck. So card's pretty sweet. But let's jump right in for deck number 7. Again, brought to you by bcwsupplies.com. BCW Supplies, #1 source for all your game supply needs. bcwsupplies.com. Promo code Jim10, 10% off your order. Deck boxes, binders, card sorting trays. You name it. If it's for Magic, they got it. Paper's coming back, hopefully soon at some point. And you can get on there. What's going on here? And get your stuff. Again, promo code Jim10, 10% off your order. bcwsupplies.com. Go get your stuff. The Grak Attack. Yes. The Grak Attack. Let's do this. Place your bets, please. Place your bets. Winning record, yay or nay. Are you a believer or are you a non-believer? Place your bets, please. 3-2 or better. Let's go. Hand's not great. But we're going to keep it. No engine cards, but get a 1-drop. If Grakmaw on 3, any white source is fine, any spell is fine. Worst draws here are non-white lands. Is there a white card? Sure, it's fine. Great. And, alright, so, worst case you have Grakmaw. Got some white, that'd be cool too. Corpse Knight, another Vesperlark combo deck. A Johnny.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Sure. Coming in. 17. So yeah, no white lands and our double white card. So the person in chat who was like, your mana sucks, is now just laughing their way all the way to the bank. Of course. We haven't seen Vesperlark combo yet. Played against them like 2 or 3 times. There it is. Oh, they just have the whole thing. There's a turn 3 us. Okay, cool. So wouldn't have mattered if our hand was good anyway. We got turn 3 comboed. So this is the combo for those. I've been discussing it multiple times. You evoke Vesperlark. It's a 2/1. You have a Corpse Knight in play or some other effect like that. You play the Withering on it, which gives it perpetually -1/-2. And now, if I can get it, Vesperlark is a 1/-1. Now the card is a 1/-1. Perpetual means you take a Sharpie and you just write on the card. So now Vesperlark can return itself with its own ability. And it's an infinite loop. If there was no Corpse Knight in play, the game would be a draw. But because there is a thing happening, the mechanic is great. People are so like blah blah blah. Mechanic's awesome. I think these digital-only mechanics are really freaking cool. They just obviously missed this one. You know, like this shouldn't be able to happen. But so far, all of the digital mechanics have been really, really cool. Yeah, T-Bone's being super negative in chat. You're wrong. I'm sorry. You're wrong. It's not Hearthstone. It's just a different version of Magic. It's really, really cool. I like it a lot. But, again, this is just missed. It's a mistake. That's fine. So, we'll concede. We're dead. So far, I've enjoyed all of them we played with so far. Even the silly one like the Momer one or whatever. So it's just like an oopsie. It's like the Feldark Guardian combo. They missed it. Oopsie. It happens to be a very efficient one. So sure, that's fine. Next game. I think it's cool that Historic has its own flavor, and I think it's cool that Historic is its own unique thing outside of Paper Magic. I also think that it's a reason why the Pioneer format could come back and be a thing, because now there's a reason for it. You want to have a Eternal format on Arena that's a paper format too. So now there's a reason to have Pioneer again. So I like it. I like it a lot. Usually because I hate the Momer card and the Tome card. They're fun though. They're not too good. As long as the RNG cards aren't too good, they're fine. I had fun playing the Momer card. It was great. That's not that good. It's fine, If it was like, 1 white for a creature and it's randomly a 4/4, a 3/3, a 2/2, or a 1/1, yeah, that's obviously not okay. But I think they did a very good job on the random stuff. And then the perpetual mechanic and things like that are very cool too. So I'm down. I'm down like a clown. I'm all about it. Blue green, blue green. Username, I'd tap that. Very classy, very classy. Alright, so they're playing Merfolk and they have their really good card, which is terrifying. But alright, so we're gonna play. We have Constrictor into Rishkar, which is pretty cool. We get a Mentor or is Constrictor? Yeah. So, Eric, the reason why people are mad about it is because Magic players are mad about literally everything. Magic players want to complain about every possible little thing as much as they possibly can. So instead of looking at it like, oh, it's kind of a cool new thing, and if you don't like it, being like, okay, I don't want to play with this. They just want to complain about it. And the one valid complaint is there's no way to opt out of it to play. If you want to play with your cards on Arena that you own that aren't in Standard, you have to play Historic. Therefore, there's no way to opt out of the digital only cards, that's the only valid complaint, I think, for not liking it, where you don't like it, but you can't get away from it if you want to use the cards you bought on Arena. That's fair. That's a very fair assessment. That's why I think Pioneer is definitely good to go once again on Arena, and a format that I think was almost dead has a reason to exist once again. All right, so we're gonna play Mentor here or Rishkar. Yeah, maybe Rishkar, I think. Play Rishkar, make 2/4/4 or 2/4 power creatures. All right, and then we can. This thing is not indestructible yet, so we can attack with the Constrictor. Complaining about not being able to play Historic at IRL. I mean, like, you can't draft with only 2 people. You can't, I don't know. I get it, sure. It's a reasonable concern, but. Alright, so wait, what? I looked at chat for a second. They blocked with their Sea and Sky, not realizing it didn't die. So, cool. They also have company, very obviously, which is fine. Right now we have enough mana to play our entire hand, which is awesome. We can play Mentor, then play Temple Garden, Shock, and play a Johnny. You can't 8-player draft with 2 people. You know what I mean, Play a Johnny. Civ. We're going to plus, targeting Mentor, and I think Constrictor. They're never going to kill my creatures. Sometimes they'll go big on the important ones so they don't die in combat. Obviously, our hand is 3 overgrown too, so we're a little behind the 8 ball in that regard, but we have some pretty large creatures to play. So, there's your company. Hopefully it's not too good. It's another God and a Marrow Reader. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Company's great. Come on. You play my collecting companies, it's great. It's fun. Alright, so, yeah. Alright. I mean, might be in trouble now. That was a pretty good company, and now they get to play their entire hand. And we have all lands in our hand. So, okay. Draw a spell here, So they get to kill Johnny and get him for 7. Stuff. Draw a card.
I wish you only the best.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Okay, we're dead. What are you gonna do? Like, we'll bluff company, I guess. We can cast Ulamog. 5, 6, 7, 8, and not quite. It's close though. Mist Caller. Yeah. All right. I guess they got us. 1-1. 1-1. That was match 2, right? 1-1. We're 0-2. I misspoke. We died on turn 3, and we drew all lands. That's okay though. That's okay. Deck's cool. Haven't even drawn a Hardened Scales yet. So we're gonna mulligan. We're gonna mulligan. There's a Hardened Scales. Who this hand is nice. This hand is nice. Goodbye, Gracky. Get out of here. Hardened Scales all day.
Bingo!
All right.
Next turn's probably Aspirant. Passage. Aspirant, make it a 3/3. We could Shambler first, I guess. We should just Shambler first. I guess if we draw a land, then we can command in 1-drop. Mana's great. I know, Mana's great. Yeah, I'm gonna Shambler. Shambler Stonecoil. This insulates against removal a little bit, so this way they have the kill for Aspirant. If they get black and they fatal push it, we can get a token off it also. We draw a land, we just pump Shambler and play Aspirant. Interesting. Although we can't Trabogus command our Stonecoil, it's pretty fun. Yeah, we hadn't drawn Scales yet, so hadn't drawn Scales yet.
Where are they?
Explore. Okay. Island. Another Aspirant. Come on down. Counter up. And, drawing land or spell is pretty great here. Archmage's Charm to steal my Stonecoil Serpent. It's a kind of a dick move, honestly. Alright, so we're going to Aspirant again. We're going to go pump here. I think just here again, honestly. Archmage's Charm. I actually didn't build an Archmage's Charm deck. How did I not build an Archmage's Charm deck? What's wrong with me? There's just so many cool cards. I could have built 20 brews, honestly. Truth be told. Just such an unbelievable amount of cool cards in this Historic Horizons set. Well, they're at 4. They're dead. 11 new brews. 12 new brews.
Game. Blouses.
That makes up for the first 2 games. All right. Void Seers here. We're 1-2. 1-2 with the Hardened Scales deck. 10 New Brews Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. Oh my god, this hand's good. Keep this. Keep this. This is going to be a freaking huge Pellet Collector. Alright. The Void. The Void. I should play the Collector first, actually. Collector first, then Collector Scales, then Scales Constrictor. Yeah, screwed up. That's okay. Tormod's Crypt. Swing and a miss. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the hell is this? Just try to play some Magic here. Alright? Just try to play some freaking Magic here. What the? Alright. This has been like the worst set of games so far. Not one game has been interesting. Alright. Well, we're 1-3. I guess I gotta pay out. Hopefully we'll play a fun game in our last game. Because, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, we're 1-3 so far, but I don't think it mattered what deck we were playing for most of those games, honestly. So, alright. It's not great, but we'll keep it. Not great, but we'll keep it. Alright, so, play Scales, say go. I build a Delirium deck. Not like a pure Delirium deck. There's some Dragon Rage Channeler decks, but Freaking Tibalt's Trickery. Get out of here. Vathos looting. Fire away. Fire away. Discarding Dragonstorm and Scholar of the Lost Trove. Okay. We're gonna make a white here, I guess. They turn 4 Dragonstorm, most are probably dead, but yeah, I mean we are a little light on interaction, of course. No thought seizes, things like that. So like, you know, a deck is just gonna goldfish you on turn 3 or 4. It's just gonna kill you, I guess. You know, like we got turn 3 comboed, we got turn 2 comboed. This deck's gonna try and turn 4 combos, and our hand's not very good, so we're probably gonna lose again. But yeah, I don't know why Trickery is legal, honestly. Discarding. All right, so they actually have the Stone Cold Nuts here. So they're actually the Dragonstorm deck's pretty bad, but it requires you to discard a Blade Wing also when you cast Dragonstorm. So they have Mystic's Mastery on turn 4, we're just dead. But we can't do anything about it. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Play Conclave Mentor. Put a counter here. Attack. And we're just gonna Snakeskin Veil and try and goldfish them. So they're 12. This is lethal next turn, right? We have 8, 9, 10. Yep, so we have lethal next turn. We can kill them on turn 4. Yep, they're dead. There's 2 ships passing in the night. And their ship crashed into a rock. And our ship killed them. Alright. Your YouTube comment of the day is worst video ever. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, not one of those games was even remotely interesting. But alright, that's the deck. We went 2 and 3. The show must go on. The show must go on. I will say that the deck, one of the issues with the deck is that it's a little light on interaction. So obviously, like, you know, Thoughtseize. With a sideboard, you have Thoughtseize and so on and so forth. Our draws weren't great either. We only drew Scales 1 game. Grakmaw's kind of bad, I guess. You know, you want to have some... The thing is that, like, the slower, grindier cards, like a Johnny and Grakmaw, aren't going to be good in best of 1, because everyone's just trying to, like, shit stomp you on turn 2 or 3. You know, but, like, in an actual game of Magic in best of 3, then the grindier cards are better, too. So, I think it's actually a lot better than it showed there, but again, we didn't even do anything, so... that's deck number 7, folks. Not everyone's going to be what you want it to be. So, that's deck number 7, 10 New Brews. You too, folks. Love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Deck number 8 is coming up.